Hello, and whoa, what's this? A floating Fuecoco. Seems to be taking on some aspects of the ghost type before its evolution. I'm gonna have to study this further in my research. Oh my goodness.
Yes, we will. Hello.
And it talks.
I am Fuecoco. Dennis Geisler is my name. And we are here for a wonderful tournament today.
Yes, that's what we're doing. We're not studying floating Fuecoco. Right. My bad. Got carried away. So what do we have then?
A battle. We have I think it's a challenge today. I don't have very much in my head. I'm pointing at it like I could. I don't have very much in my head because I'm just a little Fuecoco. But I believe we have a challenge today. And we have a lot of really great players here.
Oh yeah, it's a
so it'll be
house.
A pretty exciting one.
Yeah. Well, we'll get right into the first round then.
I can't read their names. No, I'm great. I'm doing great.
We have Josh versus Sarina in round one here. We're gonna.
Can you read their teams for me?
Yes. So Josh is running Rillaboom, Incineroar, Volcarona, Sneasler, Alolan Ninetales, and Blood Moon Ursaluna. Whereas Sarina is running Ursaluna, Blood Moon, Annihilate, Chandelure, Murkrow, Rillaboom, and Sneasler. So we've got some bears on both sides, some Sneaslers on both sides.
So there's that balance team on Joshua's side, the one we've kind of seen a lot of over the past few months at this point, or the last bit of Reg H. And then on Sarina's side, I've seen her play this team, I've seen her build this team. The big thing is going to be that Murkrow and the Chandelure. The Murkrow has both Tailwind and Sunny Day to set up the Chandelure. That's definitely what she wants to aim for. I'm curious whether she'll bring it or not, or how she's going to try to work towards that as a win condition, or, I mean, we were talking today about potentially trying to bring that Sneasler a little bit more. She's still deciding on that as our last slot, so I'm curious about what the decision will be. I didn't see what Josh locked in, so I'll find out when we get into battle, like everyone else.
Yeah, we'll see. Josh does also have some good speed controls. You're mentioning that Tailwind on Sarina's side. Josh has that Icy Wind Ninetales that is a pretty reliable way of slowing down your opponent. I don't think there's any Trick Room anywhere on these teams, so this is going to be a bit of a race, just a speedy race through, but...
Is that a straight-up mirror lead? The
complete mirror lead, yes. Yeah, we're seeing Rillaboom, a Sneasler from both, Grassy Seeds activating from both. We do see the Grassy Seed activating from Sarina's Sneasler first. I didn't notice the Grassy Terrain activation. I was looking down.
Yeah, I think it was on Sarina's side, but I'm not 100% sure. The Rillaboom is a little more likely to be off speed than the Sneaslers. I feel like they're more likely to be the same speed. Especially if they're both the acrobatics set, which I couldn't possibly find out that at this point. I know that Sarina's is acrobatics.
Yes, and it looks like Josh's is also running the acrobatics.
So the fake Hawlucha set that has been sweeping the nation.
Might be, some would say, improved Hawlucha.
Yeah, that's a nicer way to put it. But we'll see that Rillaboom switch out right now. Just there to get the terrain up and get out of there.
Yep, and in comes the Alolan Ninetales. That'll set the snow, get a little defense boost for itself, and also provide that speed control option we're talking about.
There's the Terra. Yeah, Ninetales not in a ton of danger from anything here, so it doesn't feel that bad to swap in, especially getting that defense boost. There is the Terra flying. I think that's on Joshua's Sneasler. I mean, we saw him lock it in.
Yep. Okay.
Ooh. Not a super necessary fake out there, obviously.
It will break the Focus Sash, and that will allow Dire Claw to pick up the KO, though. So, even though it didn't need the flinch, it needed the chip.
But Acrobatics probably picks up a knockout here on one of these two. Ooh, it's actually the Swords Dance. So that is a very scary Sneasler now.
Yeah.
That's like a real...
That's a lot of damage.
That unburdened setup Acrobatics Sneasler, like, we're getting real Hawlucha days right here.
Yeah.
And now the Fake Out is available again for Joshua.
Yeah.
So even though you lose the Ninetales immediately, you do have the Fake Out pressure here to go for one of these two targets. Now, I'm guessing Rillaboom doesn't have Protect. I wouldn't be able to check anything.
They're both running Assault Vest, so no Protect.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, it's in the corner of the screen. I can't see that as the problem. Fuecocos have really bad eyesight is the problem. Many people don't know this.
Oh, yeah.
So potentially you could try to target down the Rillaboom in this spot. At the same time, you do then have to be worried about just the Sneasler going for attacks here. And the Sneasler will protect, so it is the more obvious play out of Sarina here, but it might end up working out. Because, yeah, that probably Acrobatics gets blocked there.
Yep. It was. We do see a U-turn switching out Sarina's Rillaboom, getting out of there, bringing something else in.
Yeah, I'm curious what'll come in here from the back. Obviously, Fake Out Pressure would be ideal.
I think that the Rillaboom is our only...
I like the Murkrow a lot, too, is the thing.
Oh, well, the Murkrow is able to blank a high horsepower, so that is, at least for this turn, a very clean switch-in.
I like that, and then I also like that the Murkrow... One, the Murkrow does have Haze, so it's able to take away the Swords Dance boost, although it's not able to take away the Unburden boost.
Right.
It also just has Tailwind, so you can guarantee... Even if you're pretty confident that your Sneasler is faster, which it very well might be, based on what we've seen so far.
Right.
You can guarantee it with the Tailwind. So there's a lot of options on how to make this Murkrow really function here. And it's going to be Rillaboom switching back out again.
Right.
Joshua is sacrificing a lot of Pokemon just to...
Try to position well here.
Just to try to position well, but it does mean that it's costing a lot of early pressure. And there's the Terra finally for Sarina. It's probably just going to be that Terra flying Sneasler on the other end, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it. No, I don't know my Sneasler calcs very well. I don't know how Sneasler takes Acrobatics from opposing Sneasler, but...
I was about to say the same thing, where I have no idea how this is going to go.
Yeah, so we do see the Haze, that'll get rid of the Swords Dance boost.
So just 2 neutral Sneaslers at this point.
And that is the 3rd time Sarina's gone first, so maybe we are seeing a Jolly versus Adamant. Oh, but if it is Adamant, it might need that extra damage. We'll see here. Goes in.
What? Okay, about even damage.
Yeah.
They could still be speed-tied. This is something the players will both have to figure out throughout this battle. Because that'll be important for future battles as well, based on how they decide to lead this one.
Absolutely. This is just game 1 out of a best of 3, so plenty of time to make notes about your opponent's spreads, how they compare to your team.
Yeah, and when you're playing that same duo, the same Rillaboom Sneasler duo with a lot of the same moves, you do kind of have to. Although, thinking about it now, Sarina does not have Swords Dance, so that's the big difference. Because Sarina used Dire Claw and Acrobatics, and I know that you can't beat Swords Dance if you have those and Protect, because the last one's got to be close combat.
Yes,
I'm thinking here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking because I can't read the team sheet.
Yes.
There's the Tailwind, so definitely going to be faster this time. See if that's going to be the KO.
Okay.
Well, it's going to KO one of these two. And it's going to go for the Volcarona, and that'll be a ton of damage there.
Yeah.
Could get the Flame Body. I think we missed out on that.
Yeah, but chances are, in the red HP, not long for staying on the field anyway.
Yeah. It's still a fantastic spot for Sarina to be in at this point.
Yeah.
With the Tailwind up. Yeah. And you have Fake Out Pressure able to come back in when Rillaboom comes back out.
Right, I believe, yes, there it is, that Josh's last Pokemon is that Rillaboom, which will allow him to Fake Out, but Sarina still has her own, and we know, like you said, it's going to be faster. Oh, but instead, why worry about Fake Out if you're a Ghost type?
Yeah, that is absolutely true. And the thing about this set from... Well, the thing about a lot of Sneasler sets is that you don't get Chandelure great. Chandelure, not the bulkiest Pokemon of all time, so I'd wonder what just straight-up Acrobatics will do into it, but... I mean, ultimately, there's not a lot... Oh, it is Sash, isn't it? Yeah.
And you can't Fake Out. You could try to Grassy Glide into it for priority to sneak in, break that Sash. I don't know.
Even then, I think you still end up losing to the Murkrow in the end game, because I think either way the Sneasler's gonna drop here. Either the Sneasler or the Rillaboom drops here with just like either a sunny day. It's gonna be the Protect there. It's either like a sunny day Heat Wave or just like a Heat Wave plus like a Foul Play or something. Well, it is the sunny day.
We could see a series of Heat Wave misses.
We could see a series of Heat Wave misses. It is quite possible.
One into the Protect there, and the other part connects. And
that should KO, yeah.
Absolutely. Even with the AV, I mean, that's super effective in the sun. Chandelure is no joke when it comes to its special attack.
Yeah, I believe Chandelure's special attack is the highest that is not like a Mega or Legendary or something along those lines. It is ridiculously high.
Yes.
So, gotta be scared of this thing. This is an important calc for later in the series, though, seeing how much this does.
Okay.
Good chunk. But certainly not enough to KO, and potentially not even with the Grassy Glide. It would be pretty close, honestly.
Yeah, I think it would probably come down to just some close rolls or a clutch crit. But yeah, good to know for both of them, right?
Either way, really well played by Sarina.
Yeah.
Played the lead matchup pretty perfectly, and ended up playing really well towards the stuff that makes her team different, which is that Chandelure.
Right. I wonder how, if like she's running this team, she probably knows the calcs much better than I do. I'm wondering if she knew
I
that
used to run Chandelure, and I already forgot all the calcs.
Well, I think the really clutch part there was the Sneasler living acrobatics.
Yeah,
right.
The even acrobatics one. Yeah, that's a big part of it.
Yeah, because then since she lived, she was free to set up Tailwind and acrobatics again the next turn, just continuing to pile on damage.
Yeah, there were two Pokemon that just got like absolutely lit up by Sneasler. One, the Volcarona did absolutely nothing. The Ninetales did absolutely nothing. They both dropped basically on the switch.
Yeah, right.
So it was basically a 2-on-4 the entire time for Josh, and I think that's something that he'll have to position a little better around for game number 2.
Yeah, right. Knowing that it seems like Sarina's was probably faster, and that you don't cleanly KO if you don't get a Swords Dance boost, right? But you're worried about that haze. So there's lots of little pieces here to put together. But
I do wonder if on Josh's side you bring the Incineroar, because it gives you another option at Fake Out. It gives you a very good answer to the Chandelure. It gives you a very good answer to the physical attackers.
Yeah, and you do have to be worried. Sarina didn't bring it last game, but she does have that Define Annihilate.
That's certainly true. It ends up being a little scary. Yeah. But we saw that she didn't bring it last game, and I wonder if Josh says, okay, there's no way that I win this game if it's these 4 against those 4. So I just have to make a call here.
Yep. We'll see as we get into game number 2 here.
I certainly didn't already see, so...
Alright. Ooh, Murkrow Chandelure going right with those spooky pairings that we finished the game 1 with. Okay. Versus the Rillaboom and Ursaluna Blood Moon from Josh. So we set the Grassy Train.
Gonna be totally honest, I think Blood Moon drops to a Sunny Day Heat Wave. I think it really does.
Doesn't have the highest special defense, that's for sure. And you can't fake out the Chandelure, so you're not going to be able to stop it before
you'd be able to stop the Sunny Day at the very least. That's the important part.
Yes.
And
Murkrow is Terra Ghost if it really wants to.
Yeah, and maybe it does in this spot. I think this is basically the perfect spot to do that, because both these Pokemon are slower than your Pokemon. There's nothing they can do if you Sunny Day Heat Wave, and then you just kind of roll this game.
Yeah.
But we're not going to see it. I like this play as well, just to protect, just to get out of the fake-out turns. It might be a double protect.
Yeah, okay, so there's the fake-out into the Murkrow, flinches, so it was going for some priority move, and a Yawn into Chandelure's protect. Okay.
That's still totally fine for Sarina, mostly, because it doesn't really matter what the Murkrow wants to do. As long as the Blood Moon didn't do anything to Murkrow there, this is perfectly fine for Sarina, because now, again, I mean, you can Terra a little, out of it, kind of, but this is a really, really hard spot to take a Sunny Day Heat Wave.
Yeah.
It is just such a strong move. It's going to be just a switch out on the Rillaboom, not going to sacrifice anything to try to stay in there. But I think whatever this Pokemon... Ooh, it is the Incineroar, okay.
That would definitely take a Heat Wave, even in the sun.
It certainly will, yeah. That's definitely, the ideal answer to it. We'll see the Terra here for Sarina. I think it was probably anticipating, a ground move here out of the... a Terra Fire ground move out of the Rillaboom.
Yeah.
But now the Incineroar's in on it, which is another... Well, it eats...
Fire-type moves with Flash Fire.
It eats Fire-type moves with Flash Fire, so you can't use the Flare Blitz into it. But...
Right, and you drop your weakness to knock off.
It was just a Tailwind, which is interesting.
Oh, she wanted the Terra Grass Energy Ball, so maybe not too confident in the Sunny Day Heat Wave approach.
Well, true, but also Sunny Day is available again now, if you want it, now that your Tailwind is up. Yeah. And Fake Out is available once again, but you can do the same kind of protect play, although potentially the Blood Moon would just say, okay, Blood Moon the move against Murkrow.
Yeah, I know it's got that Violite item, but I don't know if it's really going to take a blood.
Is that how
moon.
you say it?
I've heard it different ways. Violet, Eviolite.
I'm not, like, mad at you for doing that. I'm just like, I don't think I've heard that before.
Yeah, I really hit every single vowel in that word. Eviolite.
Ooh, the fake out does go into the Chandelure. The Sunny Day goes up, but a Blood Moon might be able to knock out the Chandelure from this range.
Yeah, there's the flinch, so it's not going to get to move. Oh, but it's a yawn instead. Okay, really just going to slow it down, say, I'm not going to let you sweep through my team with your super powerful fire moves in the sun. I'm going to make you make some tough choices here. Do you switch out? Do you stay in and fall asleep?
I mean, the problem is, I don't think it's a terrible move to switch out here.
Right.
This is the more, like, bulky, slower in terms of, like, damage output Blood Moon, so you can switch something in and feel reasonably comfortable it's not going to just get, like, blown up by something.
Right.
Oh, but it's going to stay in, so we will see the Sleepy Chandelure.
Yeah. It was probably fearing, yes, exactly that, saying, you know, maybe it's not worth the trade of sleep versus KO because this Incineroar takes a third of its HP off of that.
Did not take a lot of damage to that.
Oh, and followed up with the Foul Play just in case the Heat Wave left the Ursaluna on a sliver. And the pivot cycling continues here from Incineroar. Gonna drop that special attack significantly, so now even less afraid of the Heat Wave.
Yeah, and so this will get kind of slow at this point. This is what the Incinerilla duo loves to do, is just pivot out into each other, keep that fake out pressure going. Is the Chandelure back up to Focus Sash?
Not quite. It's a little bit short, but I mean, you've got Fake Out active on Rillaboom, there's no Terra, so if you Fake Out the Murkrow and the Chandelure has a guaranteed turn of sleep, that means you are 100% free to do whatever you want with that Ursaluna Blood Moon, and it usually likes to pick up KOs.
Yeah, it might need to be a switch out on the Chandelure right now, but that's not ideal either way. It's just going to take the Sleepy turn.
Yeah.
That must have been the Protect there.
Yes, yeah, since it went before Fake Out. And you know, if the... no, that looks like it's going into the Chandelure, and it picks it up. Yeah?
That's big damage still.
Right, well,
and Chandelure, not the bulkiest Pokemon, as we were kind of talking about.
Right, it likes to rely on that Focus Sash, and usually when you see Focus Sashes on Mons, they're not investing much in bulk at all.
Yeah.
Right.
And, yeah, it's probably a fairly speedy Chandelure, although with Tailwind, you kind of outspeed everything.
Right. Okay.
And it will be the Sneasler now. I believe Grassy Terrain is not active anymore, so you don't actually get that Seed proc.
No, but it should be faster than everything else on the field.
It should be faster than everything, so I guess it doesn't matter too much that you don't get the Unburden here, but without Sword Stance, you do have to be worried about Incineroar coming right back in and
just
dropping
slowing
that.
You down.
Yeah, dropping that attack stat.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, this is really what the balanced teams love to do, is just really see what you want to do and say, I'm going to slow you down, I'm going to cost you a couple turns, I'm going to chip away at you, and then just take some KOs.
Yeah, and we see the Terra Electric Blood Moon, which has become so popular. Terra Electric is a shockingly, funny pun, shockingly good Terra type for a lot of Pokemon in this format, because the only thing you're weak to is ground, and there is a lot of stuff that's ground type. You do have to be worried about, like, the bears mostly, but you're also not weak to a whole lot. That's the only thing you're weak to, and there are a lot of nice resistances, especially against rain teams.
Yeah,
and it means that you're not weak to, for example, fighting.
Right. I mean, anything to get out of the normal type here would really help.
Yeah.
Intimidate also helps.
Intimidate's a big thing, and I think it would be ideal for Sarina to go for that close combat, just read the Incineroar switch in and just try to hit that thing.
Yeah, I think even at -1, I assume you gotta pick up if this thing's at 2/3 of its HP.
Yeah, or even potentially a Dire Claw into one of these two spots. Like, just say, okay, something weird's gonna happen, I have to click Dire Claw, but no, it's gonna be the called out play by Josh, and very well done there. We'll see what the bear goes for now, but
he's yawning.
Just the yawn.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. You're on your Blood Moon turn, but
right. And you know, you might think for Sarina, okay, well I'm at -1, I'm yawned, I want to switch out. But at this point, you can only switch out into Murkrow, and
you also lose your Unburden for the rest of the battle, which doesn't feel great.
Yeah.
Because the other team can Unburden now.
Yes. Yeah.
So It's awkward is the big thing.
Yeah.
You do have fake out pressure though, so you are at least able to stall things out a little bit, but the big problem is that you're just lacking a lot of damage right now, and the other team has all their Pokemon.
Yes, the Chandelure in the sun was ready to dish it out, but Incineroar just came in, stopped that.
Yeah, it just was not able to do a whole lot there.
Right, yeah. You gotta wonder where the damage is gonna come from, but we'll see as we start off here. We'll see what the Rillaboom chooses to go for, as Ursaluna protects, so no damage going into that. Oh, okay. Just faking out that slot, making sure it doesn't move. Well, it's not going to help the damage game, especially with grassy terrain on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is the leftovers Blood Moon as well, so it's going to keep healing up.
Right. I mean, all that
damage... It is so difficult to get that bear off the field.
Yeah.
Especially when you mostly have physical damage, because as we said, like, it's not great in terms of special defense. It is very, very solid physically.
Yeah.
So it's really difficult to get this bear off the field with these Pokemon remaining, where you have very little damage against it. Like, a Dire Claw is basically... Dire Claw silliness is basically the only way Sarina has back in this game, I think.
Right, but unfortunately her Dire Claw silliness is sitting in the back right now, so it's going to take at least one more turn.
And then there'll need to be pivoting to get into that spot, but still...
Well, we're seeing more pivoting. In comes another Rillaboom. Man, this guy's everywhere.
Yeah, there's monkeys everywhere. We were talking about this a few weeks ago. There's just monkeys everywhere in this format.
Yeah. Not able to pick up the Rillaboom there with the acrobatics. Looks like it probably needs the Terra Flying for the extra damage boost.
Yeah, at least for the one-hit KO. But it's not a huge deal, because, again, you're just not taking damage right now.
Right. Even with that Tailwind up, I mean, your Unburdened Sneasler is going to outspeed the Rillaboom. You've got Fake Out active on your own Rillaboom, right? I mean, this looks like Josh is just going to continue to comfortably chip away, knock more HP off the board. Yeah,
at this point, even with some Dire Claw silliness, Josh is still in a winning position.
Right, I mean, four Monzer, you're going to need a lot of 3-turn sleeps.
Yeah, you're gonna need a lot of very strange Dire Claw shenanigans to get through this one, especially knowing that Incin can just switch in on it once the Rillaboom's out of here. So there's the Fake Out, which stalls out the Murkrow for another turn.
Yeah.
Now the Sneasler has to come in, now that the Rillaboom's down.
Right.
And you can kind of just keep cycling the Incineroar at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you're sort of asking the question, like, what can you do to stop this? And I mean, as your damage output gets put lower and lower and lower through these Intimidates, the answer becomes more and more, crits? You know? You can always just crit.
Yeah.
And I will say that everything, well, I guess not anymore now that the Ursaluna Terra Electric, I was going to say everything on Josh's side is technically weak to something that this Sneasler has, but the Electric, fixes that up. So.
Yeah, that one definitely has to get Dire Clawed through. There's really no other answer to get through that bear.
Yeah, alright.
Especially knowing that Earth Power will certainly just take out the Sneasler, and yeah, there's the Incineroar.
Yep, just slow it down with another Intimidate here.
As we all expected.
Yes. Protect on your own.
And we'll see if there's a read here from Sarina, but even if there is, it's going to be really difficult to get this.
Oh, look, you can haze away the Intimidate drops. That helps.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That is meaningful. It's
then,
not... Ooh, nice read.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, we're in there. And you can haze away the close combat drops. I totally forgot that haze can be used that way.
Yeah.
I always forget that, and I'm always really impressed when someone uses it like that, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's just a thing you can do.
Right, yeah, you want to usually use it to stop your stamina boosting Archaludons and your scale shots, sped up Dragonites, things like that, but yeah, in
that
case...
could be a legitimate way back into this game for Sarina, because you can protect on the Fake Out here, hopefully Murkrow still takes it, and then I don't really know where you can go from there. It's still a bad spot, for sure.
Right.
But it's a lot more of, like, plausible Dire Claw insanity spot rather than...
Well, that's the start, is reading where the Fake Out's going to go, and then we'll see where Sneasler follows up into. Does this pick up? Oh, it does. Okay.
Okay, that's going to be tough in that case.
Yeah, and that is now staring down a 1v3, and Sneasler is a very strong Pokemon, but with no Tailwind...
I mean, the big problem is that you're a -1 defense. Rillaboom has high horsepower. Sneasler has acrobatics. I don't know how you get through this turn. And the Sneasler, that has to mean they're speed tied, right?
Yeah.
Tailwind's active.
Tailwind just ended.
Oh, Tailwind just ended, so never mind, because that Sneasler still had Unburden active.
Yeah.
And
yes,
Sarina's
the other one did not. Yes.
Okay, so they're not necessarily speed tied. Sarina's might be faster.
I'm pretty sure I saw it say Tailwind ended.
Okay. I believe you if you said it.
Yeah, I'll tell you because you can't read right now.
Yeah, I certainly can't read anything on this screen right now. Game 3. We're going to Game 3 for our first round.
Yeah. Pretty strong games from each of them. We saw Sarina really steer Game 1 to the end game that she needed, where she could just clean up.
Mm-hmm.
Game 2, Joss just played the balance team the way it needed to be played, really controlled the tempo, forced switch outs, slowed down the damage, and then just took some of his own KOs.
Now, Game 3, if you're Sarina, do you bring the Annihilate? You saw the Incineroar just completely blank your team in the last game. And she made a really good read to get through it, but it required a lot to get into that right spot.
Maybe. I mean, it would be tough because that Sneasler Rillaboom duo is great, right? You want that Grassy Seed Unburden, you want your Fake Out, and you want your Acrobatics. Like, that pair is really good. The Murkrow Tailwind has been so good to make sure, like, saying, I'm going to move first, right? That without a single way to really prevent it, we saw the Ninetales just get shut down, so no speed control from Josh's end.
I was trying to remember what the last Pokemon on Sarina's team is. It's the Blood Moon. I was it's really hard to see. It's really hard to see.
She is running, if we're talking about where's the damage going to come from, this is
could be something like a
Blood Moon.
Yeah, it could be something like a Murkrow Blood Moon as the option alternatively, because that breaks through the Incineroar reasonably well.
Not afraid of Intimidate. You can just dish out so much damage with that Life Orb, Terra Normal. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see what the plan is.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I'm over here and they're over there.
No, this is the more fun side, right?
It is. It is the more fun side.
It is run away. Okay. Well,
because we can also just see it go for... It has Final Gambit, I'm pretty sure.
It does, yeah. This is not a Scarf Ape, it's a Safety Goggles Ape, so it's not... it's going to have to go after the Sneasler. I mean, I guess even if it were Scarf, you're not outspeeding Unburdened Sneasler, no way.
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to have to wait its turn after the Sneasler's here, but maybe that's okay, We've seen Sarina's Sneasler act first multiple times, so she's got a Fake Out... sorry, not a Fake Out option on it, but she's got different moves she could try here to ensure that this Annihilate gets to start putting some moves.
Yeah, and the Monk could also just switch out here.
Yeah, if you don't like if you didn't see the Incin on lead, you could say, well, maybe he has it in the back. I'm going to save this for later. Right? Because at the very least, you're pretty sure that your opponent's not going to switch an Incin right now, right?
Yeah.
They might...
Yeah, exactly. Especially since the fake-out pressure on the Sneasler right now is really strong. Because the Sneasler kind of has to... Yeah, this is kind of the place Sarina has to go to, because you're going to need to protect the Sneasler here to stay away from the fake-out. And then you get the Murkrow on the field, which I can probably help.
Murkrow is doing its best.
Murkrow's a friendly guy.
Alright, well, worried about an Acrobatics, I would assume. We're going to see a Terra Fire from the Rillaboom.
Really important early Terra.
Yeah, absolutely. This takes a lot of guessing games off the board for the rest of the game for Sarina.
And it takes away the Terra Flying, especially. A lot of the Terra options. Josh has gone with 3 different Terras so far, and both the ones in the first 2 games are pretty relevant.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you got to use those to tank some damage in this Rillaboom. Now it's going to be able to tank in Acrobatics, I assume, pretty comfortably.
And we saw there that the Murkrow took the first Acrobatics reasonably well.
Yeah, I don't know if it would take another, because that's the Fake Out plus Acrobatics.
Yeah,
below half.
It'd be really close. But at this point, Sarina can also just go for Terra Flying Acrobatics into whoever and just start launching out that damage.
Right? I mean, Rillaboom can't protect. It's got an Assault Vest. The opposing Sneasler does, so you would have to be worried about that, but...
There could be a switch out, although if my eyes don't deceive me, there is not an Incineroar there.
No, it doesn't look like it. unless
I can't be sure. I saw the general outline of these Pokemon, but that makes this really difficult to beat for Joshua right now, because there's the Bear, there's the Terra.
Yeah, most likely Terra Flying. I don't think we're afraid of any Fake Outs this turn. Yes, there we go.
I think that is true, yeah.
I mean, Terra Flying, Acrobatics, even though it's not going to be super effective against either of these other two mons, I mean, it's going to hurt. It's a strong move, right? It's stab, it's 110 base power, it's coming off of Sneasler's attack stat.
Certainly, yeah.
Oh! Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Do we see anything? Ah, I get the poison, okay.
The poison's not bad because this Rillaboom's not taking a ton of damage right now. So, getting to chunk it down a little bit more is nice.
Right, I mean, we'll see how that plays out. It'll be a slow chip because, yeah, first grassy terrain and then down.
Did it try to high horsepower?
Yes, it did. It tried to high horsepower the Sneasler, but the Terraflying blanked that.
Yeah, that's a really big play there. Not that there was a lot of better options for Rillaboom. Again, these Rillabooms, you talk to anyone who plays Rillaboom and they're like, oh man, I really wish I had U-turn for this matchup. And then the next game they're like, oh man, I really wish I had high horsepower for that matchup.
You know what I hear fixes that? Just get a 5th move slot.
That is something a lot of people don't consider.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
You know, download more RAM, add a 5th move to your mon, you know,
exactly.
Personally, that's my strategy.
I talked to my good buddy Porygon too, and he lets me download more RAM.
Of course. All right.
Now, Porygon Z is definitely the download more RAM guy out of all of them. And that close combat doesn't KO, so this could be a little bit scary for Sarina here for a moment.
Yeah, I assume if you're running a bulky Ursaluna like that, you gotta know, ooh, not a pickup there either.
Ooh, no KOs out of that.
Right. But, I don't know...
Blood Moon?
Blood Moon would pick up one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, but the recoil takes down Rillaboom.
That is important, but the damage it got is pretty relevant as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And then a Blood Moon will finish off the Sneasler there.
So that is pretty important that the Sneasler is down now.
Well, I mean...
And it's the Terra as well. Both sides lost their Terra at this point. It depends on what the last Pokemon for Sarina is.
Yeah,
But either way, I mean... You're in a pretty decent spot with that Annihilate.
Right. Tailwind is up, so the Annihilate will go fast. It won't go fast enough to outspeed Josh's Unburdened Sneasler, so you do have to be very
But the Unburdened's
about
off now. That
because it started.
Out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that Annihilate, yeah.
So the Annihilate should just be straight up faster and could just go for the Gambit and say, okay, bye to that guy.
Right. Josh does have one way to stop Final Gambit, though, and that would be the Sash Ninetales.
I think that might be what Sarina's trying to... Sarina right now, I think, is trying to read the Incineroar switch in, and instead is getting the Ninetales here.
Yeah, right.
Which now you have to go, oh, that's what's on the field now.
Right. And she does still have speed control, and even though the Murkrow isn't very strong, you know, it can chip where needed. Right? So if you really are worried about the Ninetales, you could Final Gambit and throw a Foul Play into it.
Absolutely.
If you are more worried about the Ursaluna, you could Drain Punch into that. So I think this is going to be a really, really important turn here on reading the Protects, because both of Josh's Pokemon can protect this turn.
That'll be really important. I would expect the Blood Moon to protect at this point.
Oh, getting rid of the defense.
Like that.
Okay.
It gets rid of the defense boost, but it also gets rid of a possible Aurora Veil. But that's a pretty good move, calling that out. No Protect on the Blood Moon.
I think it was to stop the Blizzard. There's no Aurora Veil on this Ninetales.
There's no Aurora Veil. That's interesting.
Yeah, but
I guess it's the Encore set,
if you could have gotten a miss on that Blizzard, then that could have been really big. But instead, it's just going to be... Oh, not 2 KOs. I was ready to see that.
I was going to say, Annihilate takes those. In this range against that kind of Blood Moon, it does take those.
Okay.
But that was a nice play by Josh to kind of get out of a weird spot.
Yeah.
Kind of getting... Because Sarina definitely read the Protect really well there, and it just ended up not being a Protect.
Right.
But now we've got Fake Outs, which makes things very awkward.
We've got Fake Outs, we've got Grassy Glides into Ursaluna.
We do have Grassy Glides, actually. That might be even better, because I think that should KO the Ursaluna from this range, and so you can just threaten both right now.
Yeah, there's a... I think that Sarina's still looking pretty in control, but you got to be worried about that Tailwind timer because there is a Sneasler, I believe a full health Sneasler sitting in the back.
It sure is, and this is the the inverse of the thing we just said, where high horsepower would be really useful against this Sneasler, but it's not available. And I think that might be the last turn of Tailwind, if that's why they're double protecting here.
Yeah, well, that and blanking the Fake Out as well.
Yeah, that is also certainly true.
Right. So we'll see the Fake Out go into Ninetales, do nothing. We'll see the Drain Punch go into Ursaluna, also do nothing. But it will buy one turn of waiting. Now, I don't know, and I don't think there's going to be enough time for this, but that there has been one hit into that, or 2 hits actually, into that Annihilate, and it does have Rage Fist.
Mm-hmm.
So it is looking at a 150 base power Rage Fist.
Yeah. Annihilate certainly KOs the Sneasler at this point, I think. It's just a matter of the Annihilate still being standing, able to hit the Sneasler. And I'm not sure if there's a spot for it to do that at this point, especially with how low of HP it's at. It'll have to get like a nice drain.
Oh!
Ooh, that is tough.
Yeah, there must have been end of the tailwind then, I guess.
Yeah,
right there.
yeah, I think there was.
Oh, and it lives the Drain Punch, yeah. So
Ooh, that is real tough. I guess with the grassy terrain, it was able to take that hit.
Yeah. Yeah, now you're stuck in Fake Out. Uh-oh. That's not going to do anything for the rest of the game, and now this Blood Moon through the Ghost type because
I think this one's over.
Doesn't care. Yeah, that just changed so quickly at the end with the speed control and Encore.
Yeah, definitely need to go for the Grassy Glide there. Obviously easy to say in hindsight, but
right.
Like it was just a really tough spot. It was again, it was the turn before whatever it was with Josh going for the Earth Power into the Annihilate was so important. Because you got a bunch more damage down onto that slot. And yes, Josh will win our first round here.
Right.
Move to 1-0.
Congratulations.
And both these players still have a very solid chance to make top cut because it was just round 1. Still plenty of time left. And Sarina definitely played very well for a lot of that. I think it is now I think it is now time to unveil myself.
I'll be ready to take note. We'll see here what the secret of the floating Fuecoco is.
Hold on.
It looks like... Oh my goodness. Is that... renowned celebrity, local celebrity? Dennis?
I'm here. It's me.
Astounding. Incredible.
And my friend Fuecoco. We're going to take a real quick break, and we will be back for round number 2. Don't go anywhere.